I know this video is going to piss some people off. Look, trading on a VPS is destroying your trade executions. And here's the proof. Would you share a Ferrari with 5 strangers on race day and expect to win the Indy 500? Of course not. But that's exactly what you're doing when you trade on a VPS. If you're using a virtual private server to run your trading platform, your AI trading bot, or your charts, you need to stop what you're doing and watch this entire video. Because there's a 99% chance you've been sold a fantasy that's quietly bleeding money out of your account. I see this all the time. Traders calling me up, frustrated, complaining their fills are garbage, their bots are misfiring, and their platform freezes at the worst possible moment. And when I ask them what they're trading on, the answer many times is, "Oh, I'm running it on a VPS." And I just shake my head. Let me explain why a VPS is one of the worst decisions a serious trader can make. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why the pros build dedicated machines and laugh at the VPS marketing hype. So first, what is a VPS? VPS stands for Virtual Private Server. It's basically a slice of a giant computer sitting in a data center somewhere. The hosting company takes one massive server and chops it up into dozens, sometimes hundreds of little virtual machines, and then rents them out. It's the same idea as cloud computing. The marketing pitch sounds amazing. Run your trading platform 24/7, lightning fast execution, located near the exchange. It sounds like you're getting a Wall Street colocation setup for $30 a month. But here's the truth. You're not. The word private in virtual private server is the biggest scam in the industry. There's nothing private about it. You're sharing CPU cores. You're sharing RAM. You're sharing disk input and output. And you're sharing network bandwidth with every other person on that physical machine. Think of it like a New York City apartment building. The landlord tells you that you're of your own private apartment. Sure, technically, but you're sharing the plumbing. You're sharing the electrical, you're sharing the elevator, and you're sharing the Wi-Fi with 200 other tenants. The second someone upstairs starts running a washing machine, your shower pressure drops. That's the noisy neighbor problem, and it's about to ruin your trades. That's what a VPS is, so stop deluding yourself. Now imagine that same scenario at 9:30 a.m. Eastern when the market opens. Every other trader on that server is also slamming their platform at the exact same time. Everyone's pulling data. Everybody's executing orders. Everybody's running indicators. The CPU gets crushed. The RAM gets choked. And guess what happens to your fills? Slippage. Bad slippage. The kind that turns winning trades into losers. Quick definition for you. Slippage is when you click to buy or sell at one price, and what you actually get filled at is totally different. It's a worse price. And on a VPS during high volume, slippage isn't a maybe, it's a guarantee. Now let's talk about the collocation lie. This one really pisses me off. VPS providers love to advertise that their servers are located near major exchanges in New York and Chicago and London. They make it sound like you're trading shoulder to shoulder with Goldman Sachs. You're not. Real collocation at Equinox New York 4 or Chicago's CME data center, the kind hedge funds and high-frequency traders pay for, costs anywhere from $5,000 to $25,000 per month. They get a dedicated rack, dedicated fiber, dedicated everything. They measure latency in microseconds. You're paying $40 a month. You're not getting that. You're getting a shared closet 2 states away from the exchange with a fancy zip code. Now here's where it really gets ugly. Let's talk about the actual cost. A halfway decent trading VPS, one with enough RAM to run NinjaTrader, TradeStation, Sierra Chart, or MetaTrader 4 and 5 without crashing, runs anywhere from $60 to $300 per month. Whether you're connecting through Rhythmic or CQG, your data feeds need dedicated resources, not a shared slice. Some of the premium low latency VPS plans go for $500 a month or more. That's $6,000 a year for a slice of a shared computer that you don't even own. For the same money, you could buy a dedicated trading computer twice over and have it sitting on your desk for the next 5 to 7 years. Do that math for a second. You're renting a worse experience for more money. And speaking of building the right machine, if you want to know exactly what specs you actually need to run your trading platforms without any of this VPS bullshit, I put together a free, complete guide to trading computers. It walks you through the CPU, the processor, the RAM, The GPU, that's the graphics processing unit, the monitors, the whole thing, everything you need to set up the best possible computer for trading. Just click the link in the description, grab that guide right now. All right, let's keep going because the cost is just beginning. Let me hit you with the complaints I see in trader forums every single day from VPS users. Complaint number 1, random disconnects. Your bot humming along, the trade triggers and the VPS connection drops for 90 seconds. Your stop loss never executes. You come back to a $3,000 loss. The VPS company says, sorry, scheduled maintenance, game over. Complaint number 2, the noisy neighbor problem I mentioned earlier. Some guy on your shared server decides to run a crypto mining operation or a massive backtest. Your CPU usage that you're paying for? Gone. Your platform freezes during the FOMC announcement. You can't exit your position. You're watching your account get vaporized in real time, and you can't do a thing about it. Complaint number 3, terrible support. You call the VPS provider in the middle of a meltdown, and you get a tier 1 technician in some overseas call center who has no idea what NinjaTrader even is. They tell you to reboot. That's their answer, reboot. Meanwhile, the market just tanked and you're holding the bag. Complaint number 4, resource limiting or resource throttling. VPS provider captures CPU and RAM during peak hours so they can squeeze out more customers onto the same physical server. You bought 16 gigs of RAM, you're getting 8. You bought 4 cores, you're getting 2. Complaint number 5, latency spikes. Your VPS might ping at 5 milliseconds when no one's using it, but during the open, 80 milliseconds, 150 milliseconds? That's an eternity in trading time. That's the difference between catching a breakout and chasing one. Now let me tell you what the pros actually do, the serious traders, the ones making real money. They trade on dedicated machines sitting right in front of them. Hardwired Ethernet straight into their router. Top-tier CPU, 64 gigs of RAM, multiple NVMe hard drives, no sharing, no virtualization layer eating up resources, no mystery neighbor running a Bitcoin mine. When you own the hardware, you control the experience. Every millisecond of execution speed is yours. And here's a kicker. Your trading computer doesn't go down because some company in Dallas had a power outage. It doesn't get hacked because someone else on your shared server got phished. It doesn't get rebooted at 3 a.m. because a hosting company felt like pushing an update. You're in control, the way it should be. Now look, there's exactly one scenario where a VPS might make some sense. If you're running a fully automated Forex bot that needs to be online 24 hours a day and live in a place with a terrible internet or unreliable power, fine. A VPS is better than nothing. And if you're trading with a prop firm like Apex or TopStep, they specifically warn you against unreliable VPS connections that could blow your evaluation. But for active day traders, futures traders, options traders, equity scalpers, anybody making real-time decisions, a VPS is a trap. It's slower, it's less reliable, and it's more expensive over time. And it puts your money at the mercy of strangers. Don't be the guy racing the Indy 500 in a shared rental car. Build the right setup. Trade on your own dedicated machine. Stop renting and start owning. And dude, why haven't you subscribed yet? Do yourself a favor. Slam the subscribe button. I promise to keep generating tips to help you optimize your trading experience. And if you want to see the ultimate computer, if you're coming off a VPS, take a look at this video right here. My name is Eddie Z. Thanks for watching. May the trend be with you.